Hola! Remy and I are here to talk about whether Spain is dog friendly. Put him down. Whoop! Put him down really quick. Okay, so Spain is definitely more dog friendly than the US, which is great. I would say it's about the same amount of dog friendliness as Portugal, which I wasn't actually even expecting. So that was fantastic. So a lot of the restaurants you'll see a sign that says Pero Prohibito. I might be saying that wrong, but that means dogs prohibited. But I found out soon that just ask a lot of places, even if they have the sign. Like if they don't have the sign, for sure you can bring your dog. If they have the sign, still ask. People told me, so I started to ask, and I realized I could bring my dog into restaurants. So that is better than the U.S. So that was great. Remy definitely enjoyed going out to eat with me in Spain. So another thing about Spain is that you can bring your dogs on the train. So the main train company is Renfe, and they are super dog friendly. So we took a lot of trains with Remy. He is about 10 kilograms with carrier, which is actually the limit for a small dog on Renfe. So we traveled both ways, so both a large dog and small dog. So with the small dog, you just keep your dog in the carrier. They don't weigh them, but they just shouldn't look too big in the carrier, and it is supposed to be 10 kilograms, including the carrier. But we did that a lot of times, and I just carried him. He just stays in there, no ticket needed. It was super easy. But then when I was going to Madrid, I had a lot of luggage, and I didn't think I could carry both Remy and my luggage. So I actually did the large dog ticket, and that actually worked out really great because so that can be a dog from 10 kilograms to 40 kilograms. And there's actually a special car for those dogs. And you pay €35 to buy a seat for your dog. And you get this cute little kit when you arrive to the train station. You have to get there early, so keep that in mind. But you get this kit, and it came with some treats. It came with a cute little Purina Renfe towel. And then it came with a cover for the seat. So your dog, you put the cover on and your dog sits next to you the whole train ride. So Remy was super happy with that. I'll share a photo. You do need a muzzle while boarding and unboarding. I got Remy a soft muzzle, and honestly, he the whole time was just trying to get it off and kept getting out of it. He was like a Houdini. But it turned out to be okay. Like, no one was really watching us, so no one seemed to care, so that was good. So that was really great because I was able to handle my luggage and Remy at the same time because I did this for my trip to Madrid, which I was totally moving from Sevilla with so much luggage, so if I had to carry him in a carrier, it would have been kind of disastrous. So that worked out well. Unrelated to dog friendliness, but I actually shipped my luggage with Correios between Sevilla and Madrid, so part of my luggage, and I'm really glad I did that, so I had my hands free just to focus on Remy, since it would have been too much to manage otherwise. Anyway, so that is the train system. I didn't try buses because Sevilla is honestly so walkable. I never really had to use public transit, but the trains are great for getting around. I never took a flight within Spain. I did do some research when I was trying to figure out where to travel, though, and I think a lot of the European airlines, apparently, they have more weight restrictions. I think anything over 17 pounds for a dog would have to go in cargo. So that is actually why we ended up choosing Spain and why we took the trains everywhere versus flying. However, right after I booked everything, I heard that ITA, so it's an Italian airline, apparently they have flights within Europe, and they have a very dog-friendly policy now, and your dog can fly in cabin. But I don't really know the details on that. I just know that's an option. But within Spain, I think train is the way to go. It's pretty quick, and it was easy. So that is for the public transit. I I think Spain, just overall, it was very dog friendly. Apparently in 2023, a lot of the laws around dogs changed, and most of the time you can bring them anywhere but the grocery store. So for sure, it is more dog friendly than the US. So that was great. One other thing I wanted to mention, which was different from the US relating to dogs. So I noticed when I first got to Sevilla that a lot of people are going around with like an empty dish soap filled with water. And I realized that they spray after the dog pees. So if the dog pees even in the street or on the side of buildings, they wash it down. And I think that's actually great that they do that. And I didn't have a dish soap, but I just went around with my water bottle and used that and started doing that. And I actually heard that if you don't do this in the Madrid city center, you can get a ticket. So definitely something to know. And I think it's very good to do this in Spain because it's a lot of brick streets, so the dog pee will just like sit there for a long time otherwise, and it smells. So it's good that they do this, but something as an American you might not be aware of, so I just wanted to mention. So yeah, I would say Spain is as dog friendly as Portugal. If I was living somewhere in the EU, I would totally bring my dog. Spanish definitely love their dogs so much, you can tell, and everyone has dogs, so it's definitely a great place to have a dog, and I would totally bring your dog if you are traveling to Spain. If you have any questions, leave a comment and let me know. Ciao, everyone.